I am here to show you FlickFleet. It's one of my favorite games. It comes with everything that you need. I like to play with a few more accessories that I'll talk about some other time, but it's got a rule book here. It's got a handwritten message. This game is crafted by hand by a couple of folks in the UK. All these game pieces are present along with dashboards. I think the easiest way to explain the game is by picking one ship and explaining how that works. Join me. All right, one of the simplest ships in the game is the Destroyer. This particular one is the ISS Firestorm. They come in these little bags by default. Some people organize them differently. I'm still using the bags myself. Eventually, maybe I'll reorganize everything. Firestorm looks like this. This is a game where you flick the ships like this to move them. You fire by placing a die atop them and flicking it like so to shoot. Now, let's talk about how the ship works. First, we have a dashboard here. You can see this is the Destroyer class, ISS Firestorm. And let's populate the card. So first we put these white cubes on to represent the shields. We put 3 red discs here, which is the defense grid. And you can see this is showing us we get 1 flick per red disc remaining. Shield generator, that is a white disc. And when we use that action, we'll put 1 cube back on to repair our shields. And then we have engines, which is how we move. If you look at the card here, it's showing you that you'll be flicking somewhere on the back edge of the ship. Every ship has a little bit of a different flick area that's allowed. Finally, we have this purple cube. This is called the activation cube. We place that on top of the ship, so we know we haven't yet used that ship in this round. So let's talk about how we move. For each of our turns, each ship, we'll decide we're going to use this ship. We'll remove the purple cube, and we get to make 2 out of 4 actions. So one action can be to move, and again, we do that by flicking like so. Another one could be to fire. Again, for each red disc, we put the red die on top, and we get to flick it like so at an enemy ship. Those are 2 out of the 4 options. Also, we can choose to repair our shield. So if one of the shields is missing, we can use an action to repair a shield. And you can see here, that's actually the generator that's repairing the shield. Now this disc must be present in order for us to be able to repair that shield. Also, the engines have to be present in order for us to move. And of course, the red discs have to be present for us to fire. Fourth action that we can take is to repair a system. So if we were down here, we're missing an engine, let's say, we could repair that with an action called the engineering action, which means you put a disc back into play. All right, so let's talk about damage now. So we're in the game and we've got somebody shooting at us. Here's how we process that. Our first hit is a 4. Doesn't matter what the roll is really. If we have shields up, any hit will take away a shield. All right, now we get hit again. This time it's a 1. Now again, number doesn't matter. We still have 1 shield in place, so we're going to remove that. Next time we hit, it's a 3. Now we pay attention to what's indicated on these markers above each of the discs. You can say this one has 1, 2, 3. We have 4 up here, and we have a 5 and 6 here. So this was a 3, so we're going to actually take away 1 of these defense grid discs. I tend to put them off to the right here, and then again, for an engineering action, we can choose to repair that if we like. Now, 1, 2, 3 takes away a defense grid disc. 5 takes away our shield generator, which we'd have to repair before repairing our shields. And 6 takes away an engine, which we'd have to repair in order to move. 4, you said, is not here. Yes, that's right. 4 is up here on this particular ship, and it's called a weak spot. And if a 4 gets hit when the ship has no shields, it is instantly destroyed. Let's see what happens again. Not every ship has a weak spot. This time we got a 1. We're going to remove another defense grid. We got hit again. Another 1. Now we're down to no defense grids, so we would not be able to fire as one of our turns this turn unless we actually put a disc on here to repair first. Then we could shoot 1 shot. Let's say we get hit another time. This time it's a 9. Now 9 is not represented on the 1 through 6 grid here on our dashboard, which means it's considered an armor hit. So that's why the D10 isn't quite as dangerous as getting hit by a D6, which some ships fire. Okay, we got hit there again with a 1. Now here's what's going to happen with a 1. We're going to process it first. Do we have any shields? We don't. We're going to come over here. Do we have anything on the defense grid where the 1 is represented? We do not. So that means this ship is destroyed. I have this little explosion indicator here for the ship, and that is how a ship gets destroyed. Originally, I just flipped it over. Nowadays, I like to put a little marker on there that I purchased separately to indicate the ship was destroyed. That has been the Destroyer. There are a lot of different ships in this game. All of them are fun in different ways, and I'll cover them differently. If there's a particular ship you'd like to request, feel free to put it in the comments.